Hello and welcome to the Fishing Guide Podcast. I'm your host, Brad Wiegmann. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Who's in the house, Richard?
What I'm talking about, man. Lannom and Sanford, I think.
Yeah, it is.
The champs. That's right.
So the crowd is back there. It's hard to say there's so many people here at your event to watch the weigh-in, Richard.
It was amazing.
Thousands.
Lots
upon
of people
thousands
there. Lots
of people. Counting live, of course.
Yeah. Well, it's still the audience.
That's right. That's right.
The audience is an audience.
Let's start with your name. So start with your name and tell them if you're homeschooled or what school that you represent.
Yeah, I'm Presley Lannom. I fish for Mount Juliet Fishing in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. And
okay.
I'm a sophomore going junior next year.
All right.
I'm Trevor Sanford. I also fish for Mount Juliet Fishing. I'm from
Mount Juliet.
Or
Lebanon.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mount Juliet.
Yeah.
So, Richard, they have just won. What did they win? Tell us what they won. This is amazing. You will not find this in any other organization that is giving this much away.
A minimum. Now, we're talking scholarships, cash and prizes. $305,000.
Wow.
Cash prize and scholarships. That's a minimum. And that doesn't count other offers that they may get from this.
Right.
So it could be even greater. And you're right. There's no other program out there.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. And we're not twisting words.
That's right. That's
Straight
right.
up.
So, have you guys thought about college? What grades are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
Okay.
Sophomore as well.
Sophomore. So have you had some thoughts? I know because you think about college fishing. Even though you're sophomores, you're thinking, is there universities that you kind of have some ideas about going to?
I mean, you see the top schools everywhere. They post the leaderboards all the time on Instagram, Facebook. You see the top schools and you think about it, if I want to go to college or not. It's definitely a thought, I mean, you can really do a lot with your career through college fishing and further better yourself and be around some awesome people.
Have you some thoughts on that?
I have had actually a lot of thoughts on it. And
is there a school that you're kind of looking at?
there's a couple schools, UNA, close local here, and then Carson Newman's another good one.
Carson Newman's a real good one.
Hey, Carson Newman actually is looking at the winners of this tournament.
Oh, wow. Hot news.
Yeah.
There we go.
Them and Montevello.
Right? Yeah, Jesus.
Right.
Big.
So that's one of those where, we announce that we're not able to give any exacts because that's what the school does.
Right.
But we give them their names. We give them their phone numbers.
Right.
And I've met these young men from this event. Well-spoken. Well-poised. Obviously great anglers. I mean, I don't know what else you would want in an angler on your college fishing team.
Let's talk a little bit about the fishing. We're here at Pickwick Lake, which is known for ledge fishing. So tell us a little bit about what you did to win the tournament. You tell us what you did to win. You tell us the location.
Okay, yeah. Our main baits, we caught them on a variety of different baits, but I'd say our key baits over the last 2 days were Apex Tackle Company, a 1/2 ounce and a 3/4 ounce Pro Series football jig in a natural crawl color, and a Strike King 8XD.
Did you have a trailer on your jig?
Sure did. It was a just a crawl.
Just a crawl?
Yes, sir.
Any certain kind of crawl? Plastic?
Yeah, it was plastic, green pumpkin.
Yeah. All right. So, location? Give us an approximate.
I mean, all week we were offshore, fishing ledges, fishing humps, just whatever we could find offshore that held fish.
Right. How far down the lake did you have to go? Did you have long runs?
Not really, 30 minutes tops, if that.
Yeah. I heard someone went to Florence today.
I'd say there's a couple. I know there were some good bags caught up there this week. Which
you didn't try going up there though, huh?
We didn't. No, we stuck to the around Mid Lake area.
It didn't. I don't think they need to go anywhere else. Now look, the second place team and this team were extremely close. We're talking
ounces.
0.2.
Yeah.
0.2,
less than an ounce.
Yeah, it was very very close. And that's the caliber of anglers you have in Bass Tactix. These anglers, from other states that are here and from Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. It's obvious that they fish other trails. They fish other stuff multiple days a week.
Right.
And that's what makes them better. That's better and better. More time on the water. You learn to alleviate areas and concentrate on others. And it's apparent that this is what these kids done.
So, are you missing out on anything because you're fishing when it comes to school? You know what I'm saying? Like other sports, there's probably more. How many people are on your team? Maybe I should ask that. And do you think you're missing out on anything because you're fishing instead of like playing a bigger sport like football has more members?
No, I wouldn't say so at all. I think fishing is probably one of I'd say the best sport out there. You meet some of the most awesome, cool people you'll ever meet in your life, and fishing really has been a blessing in all of our lives. I know Trevor's and mine, both of our families are real close now because of fishing.
Right.
We've met a lot of other good people throughout the team, and we've got buddies in Michigan, we've got buddies in Louisiana just through fishing tournaments, and it really is awesome.
How does that work in your school system, Trevor?
So
do you get credit for it? Do you get credit for fishing?
we do. We get community service hours, but
Really?
with being homeschooled, we're kind of on our own schedule.
Both of you are homeschool?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So keep going. Anything else? You get credit for it,
We get
for
credit.
participating.
We get credit for all community service hours. It'll go towards our school and whatever program we decide to do.
Yeah, we do a lot of lake cleanups. We'll go to
Right.
certain ramps on our local lakes, or we'll travel an hour or two away to go pick up trash and clean up around the lakes and for community service and stuff like that. Helping around the tournaments, tearing down the tents and putting them up and stuff like that.
Right? Wow. Some fine young men right here, Richard.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind, man. Just well-spoken. Like I say, when you're well-spoken and you're well-poised and all throughout the day, they were leading yesterday.
Right. Yeah, a lot of pressure. Did you guys feel the pressure? Because and Richard, not only that, like we interviewed you last night, and Richard just flat out, put the hammer down to you and said, "Don't feel any pressure." He said it like 10 times during the interview. I'm like, I think they can feel the pressure.
Yeah, and I could see it on them, but they went out there today and stayed focused and got the job done.
Yeah. Did you feel some pressure out there though? First fish, like before you get that first fish, kind of nervous?
Oh, definitely. It was a little slower today, so it took a little longer to get that first one. So
Yeah.
Oh.
It takes a lot, even, like myself, I fish a lot of tournaments.
Right.
And example, this year we finished top 3 in the points. And, when I go out, I'm pretty solid, pretty well, just focused. But when you don't have fish and you're 3 hours into the final round, I don't care who you are. You're going to look, man, you got nervous. You start fishing faster. And what these young men done, hey, they took a deep breath today, no doubt. Took a deep breath, got focused, grabbed themselves up, and said, hey, we can do this. And here we are, sitting here because of that. The parents of these kids,
Right.
there's no doubt, man. They ought to be proud of these kids. And
Oh,
without
for
their
sure.
family support, they couldn't be here either.
Right.
So, but
No
these
doubt about
these kids have fished 16 hours and earned basically 4 years of free education.
I know, that's awesome. Like,
We had another kid to win this a couple years ago, state championship. His parents paid $36 a month for his 4-year degree.
wow.
Now,
Can we get a tank of gas?
out of $100 and something $1,000, he's going to pay $36 a month. Amazing.
So let's talk about going out to the lake. And so a lot of people are probably thinking your folks have to drive you to the lake, and it's kind of, you're not going to get there when you want to go. Like, it's not on your time, it's on your parents' time. But how does that work? And Trevor, how does it work in your situation?
Well, my situation, he drives us around.
Oh,
We are on our own time, I guess, because
Right.
we do school on the road or whenever we need to.
Yes, sir.
So you have your own vehicle?
Yes,
boat?
sir. Yes, sir, I do.
That's your boat back here?
Yes, sir, it is. Yep.
When we going fishing?
Whatever you want to go.
All right.
There's some. We
Sign
like
me
to couple
up.
out there.
You did?
We did.
A couple. They didn't leave any big ones. Just let's just put it that way. They took all the big ones out.
I was talking to two girls earlier from Mississippi. This morning they got out there and they hooked up and visibly came up 2 5-pounders at the same time. These girls.
Wow.
And they hooked up and their lines crossed and lost both of them. So I know what they're saying about there's still some out there to be caught. So yeah, I'm glad y'all didn't have that kind of day, but
Me too.
it's got to be heartbreaking for
sure.
that, to have 2 5-pounders come up and then their lines cross and they lose them. But and I say all that just to say these guys, if you don't think it's a great accomplishment to be sitting here with these 2 trophies in front of you, it takes a lot of work. Day in and day out on the water, you know what I'm saying? It takes a lot to be able to do that. I mean, my hat's off to them. I mean, I can't say enough good words about them. I mean, to make this accomplished. There's a lot of good anglers they beat here.
Absolutely.
Lots of good anglers that they beat.
It's a pretty full field of anglers.
Yeah, not only that is, in this program, our coaches are allowed to say, hey, you need to do this, or you need to do that. So not only they're fishing against the other kids, but the other adults.
They might be getting bad information from the adults.
Yeah.
Huh?
Somebody asked me the other day, he said, how many you got? I said, we got 282, give or take, on the water. And I said, there's 2 kids and an adult. And some of them, with their mindset, will say, well, they're only fishing against 180-something other kids. No, they're not. They're fishing against every coach out there just as well.
Right.
I mean, the coaches out there saying, you need to do this. So they're actually fishing against everybody on the water.
Let's visit about that. So who's your boat captain?
Dylan Nutt.
Okay, is he related to you or?
He's just a good buddy. Somebody we met through fishing.
How old is he?
He's 19.
He's 19. So boat captain has to be at least 19 to do it. What else? What are the requirements for a boat captain?
That's it.
19. No license. I mean, boat insurance or anything.
Oh yeah, they have to have boat insurance and stuff like that. But age-wise, 19.
19.
And they can have with us. They can have any coach they want anytime they want it.
Right.
Yeah. Just no guides during events.
No guides.
They can't pick up a guide. You know what I'm saying?
Like their parent can't be a guide?
Their parent can be a guide. I mean, that's no different than living with them every day. But they just can't pick up a guide here in town and fish with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But a buddy,
just clearing that up for my grandchildren.
Right. A buddy or somebody like that, it's perfectly legal. So
let's talk about your boat captain. Explain to the people what your boat captain does, okay?
So our boat captain, he's basically like a chauffeur for the day. He drives us around. He gives us snacks and provides the drinks, and he's like a.
And he's driving your boat, which is kind of crazy. You're almost 17.
Yes, sir.
And so your 19-year-old is driving your boat.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Do you sometimes want to point and hey, dude, this is my boat. He comes out of the hole or he runs across the waves a little fast.
Yeah.
You ever just give them crap?
No.
I mean, just flat out. Let's just call it. Let's just call it the way it is. If it was me, I would say, dude, you're killing me. You're killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Trevor, you seem pretty quiet. You seem pretty relaxed. Do you ever get on your boat captain? He's not here, so you can say whatever you want.
Not really. No, he's pretty.
No,
he's pretty hard on him.
I saw him. He was giving you both a hard time, at the weigh-in. I was like, dude, it's over. You can't give him no more hard time. Favorite lures. What's your favorite lure? What do you catch most fish on, Trevor?
Gotta be a topwater frog.
Topwater frog.
Not a deep diving frog?
No.
I like the medium diving frogs.
Medium diving.
So you like topwater frog?
Oh yeah.
Hollow belly? Is that what we're talking?
Yes, sir.
Is there a brand? You can throw it out there.
Spro.
Okay,
that's
Spro.
a good one.
And what do you like? What do you like
That's
throwing?
a tough one. I like throwing pretty much anything. A frog one's a really fun bite when they're on it. Just topwater in general, probably. Really, I'd say topwater.
Okay.
Whatever it is, as long as they come up to the top and blow up on it.
All right. Let's talk about accomplishments. Trevor, do you have any accomplishments before this that would you think either took you to this or equals this?
We just past weekend actually won the state championship for the Tennessee Trail.
Oh wow!
So,
Tennessee Bass.
You guys are hot then. Where was that at? What lake?
Douglas Lake.
Douglas Lake.
Oh, Douglas Lake.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Yep. That's a good lake. Deep sides,
Oh, yeah,
clear
sir.
water. Yeah.
Bunch of offshore.
And do you have any accomplishments that would it be the Tennessee event?
Yes, sir,
you
for
just
sure.
came from?
That's a big one, and there's a couple others too.
Yeah. Spew them out.
Yeah,
like to hear 'em.
we've won some tournaments, here and there in the
Uh-huh.
Tennessee Bass Nation Trail. We won the junior state championship my 8th grade year, right before we went into high school. So that was another big one.
All right. Let's talk just a second about joining Bass Tactix. When did you join, Trevor?
About a year.
A year ago?
I think so.
So this is your first year?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is this your first?
In
It's-
Bass Tactics, it
In
is.
Bass
Yes, sir.
Tactix.
Really? It's their first year? I don't know what else to say. What are you going to do? You won it. Have you had back-to-back winners, Richard?
Never.
Oh, look at
Not
that.
in the Nationals, no.
Look at that.
We've got a goal for next year.
You have
Yeah,
a goal for next year.
Got a record to break.
Would that not be cool to have 2 of those in your house?
That'd be awesome.
Are you going to build a trophy case for this? And does Richard have to come help do it? Because he is a carpenter.
I think we need to. I think we need to have a trophy case at least.
I'm a good instructor.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're not a carpenter. You're
I'm not-
you're a
I'm not
foreman.
I'm not as good an instructor as my wife is, but I'm a good instructor.
I hear you. All right. Well, that takes us to Tackle Time. Tackle Time sponsored by PICO Lures. PICO Lures has a complete line of hard and soft bait, so make sure you check them out at PICO Lures. Guys, this is your chance. Trevor, give some kudos to your sponsors.
Yes, sir. Torn Outdoors, a local company we like.
Okay.
Apex Tackle Company. They
All right.
they help us out a lot. Got some
Okay.
real good stuff over there.
Caught most of our fish using
Yep.
their jig this week.
Yep.
Okay. And
Just good Lord above too.
For sure.
That's
No
it.
doubt about that.
Number
one.
one.
No
and
doubt.
do you have something to add?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
good with it? Okay.
Two Rivers Forward, the pretty boat you see.
Yep.
Yeah, Two Rivers on the side. Sorry, Brad. It is a pretty boat. I gotta say it.
Hey, I videoed you backing up today. Didn't
Oh,
you
yeah.
remember that?
Yes,
and I was
sir.
like,
Yep.
"How you gonna win it today?" And I heard a lot of grumbling. I don't remember hearing.
You
Yeah, it was-
actually, it was
Uh-oh.
we were at the hotel earlier this week after our first day of practice. You said Mr. Richard told me to come take pictures of the winners, and I guess
I
you
did.
You kind of
I took pictures of them,
spoke it into
And-
existence.
and I only took pictures of 3 boats.
There you go.
Look at
Let's
that.
put it that way.
Look
Out
at
of
that.
90 some. Richard, if other anglers, youth, want to join and fish in this tournament, tell them ages and divisions and give them some information.
Well, we have divisions in Mississippi, Louisiana, Tennessee, Alabama, but we don't limit that. They can be from anywhere,
Okay.
and we can invite anybody we want. That's the good thing about us. We invite you. You're more than welcome to come. If I invite you to come fish, you come on, because I feel that you deserve it. Come on and fish. Want to see more? You go to Bass Tactix. Just go to Google and Google Bass Tactix. It's going to pop up. BASSTACTICSMSHS.com. You can look myself up and Shane Mansell. And, come join us. We don't matter. It doesn't matter where you're from. I mean, like these guys, they're homeschooled.
Right.
You know, they can have a partner from anywhere with
I
us.
see.
You know, and we got kids from Mississippi, fish kids from Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana kids. It doesn't matter with us because it's about the kids.
Right.
It ain't about having some rule that crimps people down and keeps them in a shell. That's not us.
Right.
We want kids to come and enjoy and hear about the Lord. That's our thing.
That's right.
That's our focus. We don't worry about grumbling and griping, and if you're going to do that, just stay away. We want you to come, but if you're going to do that, just stay away.
Right.
We don't want that here. We want people that enjoy fishing. Anytime they want to fish with us, they're more than welcome. And,
Today's post on Facebook, I posted that we pray and we stand for the national anthem, and that's what I posted today. And I said that's what it's all about.
100%. It's all
So.
about these kids, man.
That's right.
And I want to put this out there. I know it's about time to let go of this program today, but
Yep.
it's amazing how many young men and women come across that stage and they said, I want to thank God for allowing
That's
me
right.
to be able to do this. That's simply amazing.
Yep.
And that's the atmosphere we are. That's who we create. And the devil is not going to tear that down.
That's
He
right.
don't have that power. So come join us, be part of us, and let us bless you with what we've been blessed with.
Absolutely. Guys, appreciate you being on the show. Richard,
Thank you for having us.
awesome program. It's always great to be here.
We appreciate you, Mr. Brad.
There we go. We're going to end it like I always do. Make sure you keep your hook sharp and your lures in the water.